Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. What these hands are doing.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Ravens' 35-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Townsend. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. There he goes, left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
62 yards on the play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understands.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Bengals 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
On 1, ready?
Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On second down, here's Jackson.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Past the 20.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jackson will throw again.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
Burrow from his own end zone.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Ravens 21, Bengals 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for Bengals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The Bengals at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination.
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action now. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
On one, ready?
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Burrow going to change things up. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards that time.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
2nd and 12.
11.
Again, it's Burrow. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
26 yards.
And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They go play action with Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action. Now Jackson. Open man downfield is Roberts. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next to score, Ravens 42, Bengals 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now Burrow on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
11 MT tight. Stop.
On third down, Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Now he's loose again. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 33. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and 8.
Burrow will throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
11.
Now Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They'll take over at 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they will take a knee here. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to Mixon on 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And as this defense